Welcome to one of our reflections that we're having in these 12 days after celebrating Jesus' birth. And I'd like to look at a passage that we find in the Bible, that we find in the book of Hebrews. And the writer to the book of Hebrews, when talking about the birth of Jesus, says this in Hebrews chapter 2, verses 14 to 15. Since the children have flesh and blood, he too shared in their humanity, so that by his death he might break the power of him who holds the power of death, that is, the devil, and freed those who all their lives were held in slavery by their fear of death. And these first couple of verses stood out to me. Jesus, to use a phrase which is used in church, became incarnate. That is, God became fully man, flesh and blood. Why? We're told in the Bible many reasons, but here we're told that he came to break the power of death. Not that we would not die, but that we do not need to fear death. Death is no longer the end. God has the final word, and is a better word. It is a life after this life, an even better life where there is no more tears and pain and sorrow. Lastly, the phrase that hit me was that he freed those whose lives were held in slavery. Held, limited by fear, in this case the fear of death. He has freed us, so we celebrate, we rejoice today. But it also reminded me of a verse that we find in 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 15, where Peter, a disciple of Jesus, writing to the followers of Jesus at that time, said, live as free people. It implies that one can officially be free because of what we've just read, because of Jesus' birth and death and resurrection. But we might still not live as free people. Let us be those today in this coming year who live as free people, untangled by fear of any kind, whatever that might be. Be blessed today.